The Sutlej Yamuna Link Canal, more commonly known as SYL, is an under-construction canal connecting the rivers Sutlej and Yamuna in India. The proposal ran into problems, though, and was sent to the Indian Supreme Court. It was explained as the sharing of river water between Punjab and Haryana. Historically, the dispute was sparked by the Indus Water Treaty between India and Pakistan, which allowed Ravi, Beas, and Sutlej to be used freely without any restriction. As part of the process of creating Haryana from old, undivided Punjab, consequently, Haryana had to share its share of river water with Punjab. In order to give Haryana its share of the water, it was planned to connect the Sutlej and its tributary Beas with the Yamuna through a canal known as SYL Canal. However, the state of Punjab refused to share water with Haryana because it violated the riparian principle, according to which a river's water belongs only to the state or states and countries that it passes through. But in 1981, both the states agreed for the reallocation of water. The 214-kilometer SYL's construction was started in Punjab's Kapuri village. But in response, agitations, protests, and killings were conducted, leading to a violent situation in the state and raising the question of national security. Then Akali Dal chairman Sant and Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi made an agreement calling for a new council to evaluate the water. In order to re-evaluate the availability and distribution of water, the Iradi Tribunal headed by Supreme Court Judge V. Balakrishna Iradi was established. In 1987, the panel proposed raising Punjab and Haryana's shares to 5 million acre-feet and 3.83 million acre-feet, respectively. In 1996, Haryana knocked the Supreme Court's door for guidance on how to make Punjab to finish the SYL construction. In 2002 and 2004, as a result of Haryana's petition, Supreme Court instructed Punjab to complete the work in its territory. In consequence of this, the Punjab Assembly approved the Punjab Termination of Agreements Act in 2004, ending the province's water sharing agreements and endangering the Punjab's government plans to build the SYL Canal. In 2016, the Supreme Court began proceedings on a presidential reference, Article 143, to determine the validity of the 2004 Act and found that Punjab had broken its pledge to share river waters. As a result, the Act was found to be unconstitutional. In order to resolve the dispute over the SYL Canal, the Supreme Court ordered both state chief ministers to engage in high-level political negotiations by keeping centre as a mediator between the two. However, the state of Punjab has requested a tribunal to conduct a new time-bound examination to check the availability of water. According to Punjab, there has never been a scientific evaluation of the state's river waters. Additionally, the amount of water available from Ravi Beas decreased from an estimated 17.17 million acre-feet in 1981 to 13.38 million acre-feet in 2013. All of this would be determined by a new tribunal. Now let's see what Punjab and Haryana's verdict on this issue. Firstly, Punjab's arguments. 1. After 2029, several areas in Punjab may become dry, and the state has already overused its groundwater for irrigation, filling the central cellars with wheat and paddy worth 70,000 crore yearly. 2. The government claims it is difficult to share water with any other state since water is overused in 79% of the state's land area. Similarly, Haryana argument. 1. It claims that supplying irrigation is difficult for the region and that there was a drinking water shortage in southern Haryana because groundwater levels had dropped below 1,700 feet. 2. Haryana is not receiving its fair share of the water as determined by a tribunal, and it is also contributing to the central food stock. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, please share and subscribe the channel. Press the bell icon for regular notifications. And if you want a video on some other topics, please do comment.